So often we talk about elite sports people living in a bubble. Never has that been truer than now. But it's not a bubble built of fame and adoration. This one is founded on science and, let's be honest, some hope as live professional sport tries to find a way back. Major League Soccer's in the vanguard of that mission. The players quarantined at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando are now set to take the stage. It won't be normal. It may not even be the new normal, but it is as close as we'll get to normal for now. So for the first time in 4 tumultuous months, we get to say welcome to the show, because MLS is back.
This is how it was. What it did, what it meant, how it felt. It can feel that way again, but in a different light, a different world, a new day. So much has happened.
Breaking news from the NBA, the league has been suspended.
A global pandemic, an economic collapse, an uprising in protest of injustice.
We want justice. Yeah. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I want to be that voice for people like George Floyd.
There is no going back from here. So we won't be returning to normal. We will move forward and stake a claim to the future. Sports were gone, but never far from our thoughts, never from our hearts.
Put ourselves in the history book.
So tonight, we celebrate their return and feel the presence and the power of sports once more. Welcome back to Major League Soccer.
And welcome to the Heineken pre-game showcase. Now, where were we before we were so very rudely interrupted? Well, the answer to that is that we were 2 games into what was meant to be a celebratory season, the 25th Silver Jubilee campaign of Major League Soccer. And then, well, we know the rest. The world was turned on its head. Everything has changed almost beyond recognition. So many people have been through so many hardships, and yet we've clung to the hope that live professional sports would return to our screens and to our hearts. And now, happily, we are at that stage. Alongside me, I'm delighted to say, is Taylor Twellman. Great to see you again, and to be socially distanced from you. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it remarkable? Isn't it extraordinary that we've actually managed to get to the stage where there is a format that is, in theory, practical for Major League Soccer to return like this?
122 days since LAFC played Philadelphia 3-3 game in Los Angeles, and it feels like moons ago, feels like 2 years ago. And yet, John, it's been the most humbling experience for all of us. Those of you sitting at home, those of us sitting here, the world's been flipped upside down. Our country's been flipped upside down. And so there's a real nervous energy that during a global pandemic, you're going to play sports. I think that's real. I think it's human. And I think it's okay. It's okay to be nervous and excited at the same time. But I'd be remiss not to sit here and tell everyone at home, thank you to the players, to the coaches, to the front office staff, to the commissioners, to the owners, to this network, and to Disney for bringing live sports back and allowing you and I to sit here tonight and hopefully entertain you for a couple of hours.
Absolutely. Well said. 5 weeks of this lies ahead of us. Hope we can tell all the stories. And I mean, stories are something that this tournament is generating almost by the minute at the moment.
Well, John, to your point, it used to be a 24-hour news cycle. Now it's more like a 3-6-hour news cycle. Obviously, the headlines have been FC Dallas. Now, right before we came on air, Nashville, it's confirmed from The Athletic. 9 players test positive. That's an ever-flowing schedule changes. Notable players not participating for multiple reasons. But truth is, here we go. Enter Miami, Orlando City tonight.
OK, well, self-evidently, we are sitting here at ESPN HQ in Bristol, Connecticut, calling the games from here for largely logistical reasons. But we do have our man on the inside of the bubble, and that's Stefano Fazzaro. Steph, it's all yours. Well, let's look at how this tournament shapes up. It is a bit of a moving feast with the sad elimination of FC Dallas. We don't yet know about Nashville's stature. So we have this lopsided draw with a Group A of 6 teams, Group B of 3, and then 4 groups of 4 at the moment.
At the moment.
So we are looking forward to Orlando against Inter Miami, but news breaking, Rodolfo Pizarro doesn't start for Inter Miami. And we will tell you why when we return the other side of this short break.
I'm excited for this one, and so are they.
Absolutely. A glimpse there inside the Orlando locker room. This has been the Heineken pre-game showcase. Kickoff is on the way. We'll hope to see the likes of new signing Julian Carranza coming off the bench for Inter Miami in the second half. The lights shining brightly at the ESPN Wide World of Sports, and we'll be back shortly with Don Garber and with Justin Morrow. And we are where we are, and we have an event to enjoy and to savour. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. We're now heading rapidly towards the second half of Orlando and Inter Miami. Shots there from the Orlando City locker room. We're back in just a moment. Audi Halftime Report is presented by Audi and their Goals Drive Progress initiative, investing $1,000 in the MLS Youth Academies for every goal scored. So, handshakes of relief amongst the Orlando players, who have done what they came to do and beaten their new rivals, their potentially noisy neighbours. MLS is back, and it's been good to have it back, albeit in a somewhat different form. We're back at breakfast time tomorrow with New York City against Philadelphia Union at 9 a.m. Eastern, but we'll transfer you now to the studios of SportsCenter.